right. You have received the light, so that wherever there is darkness, light shines and the darkness disappears. Why then are you light? For the light you receive is the light that is supposed to drive away darkness. Why then is there darkness around you? The Lord is saying that He has given you not the spirit of fear. He has given you the spirit of love, the spirit of power, and the spirit of self-discipline, so that you can be able to support one another, reach out to your friends, to your neighbors, to be able to stand up. Instead of turning your back on the Lord, turning your back on the principles and the foundation, turning your back on the visions and the dreams of this land, of the founders of this nation, you shall take it forward. Do not settle on what you call progress. Yes, you have made progress, but there is spirit of stagnation. The spirit of stagnation that is stopping you from achieving the greatness. For your eyes have not seen what the Lord have given to this country. My eyes have seen it. If it's time for you to say that you have that light that shines forth from within you, that came from the founder of this nation, which he had delivered into your hand, taken from the people that owns it and delivered into your hand. If that light is in you, this is a time for you to step up and say to your fathers, to your grandfathers and great-grandfathers, that you are no longer going to support those programs. You are no longer going to support those procedures, those processes that undermine this nation, that is holding this country in bondage, that is holding this nation hostage, that is holding your future, that you are afraid to even speak to your tribesmen freely about things that they could talk about themselves, about things that is important to this nation, because you are afraid of being called or being judged by the sins of your fathers. If you can go ahead and bring down that system and be able to reform it and bring about the system that the Lord, the founders of this nation, have envisioned, then you can be able to achieve that prophecy which you have been prophesied, to sit around the one table, to be able to talk, to be able to discuss, to be able to fellowship as brothers and as sisters, as one nation, as one God, as one country, as one tribe, indivisible under God. It is a time for you to move this relation forward. And when you promote this, and when you support this, and when you lead this, and when you stop those things that has kept you in the shadows, that have kept you afraid of your tribesmen, then you will see the power that the Lord is going to unleash in your life. To the black people of America and the minority tribes of America, the Lord is saying to you the same thing that He said to the white people of America. Where is the spirit of love and power, the spirit of self-discipline that I have given you? And I have not given you the spirit of fear. That's what the Lord is saying to you. You kill each other. You maim each other. You do things to one another, the things that your fathers did not do to themselves, and you say this is your new way of life. The Lord is saying that you have turned your back on Him. You walked away from the Lord. You walked away from the path that is laid down by your fathers and your forefathers, who suffered great pain and great suffering in the days of slavery, when their dignity was taken away. In their pains and in their suffering, they found solace, they found some comfort by following the Lord. Yes, you say, and some people say, that they were separated from the gods of their fathers, and they had nothing but to follow white Jesus, as some people might have talked about it, and some people believe that this God of Jesus is the God of his white. Jesus also is the God of Abraham, is white God, and yet it is this from the same satanic kingdom that is trying to destroy the foundation that is laid by your fathers and your forefathers, whose hands build this land. Your forefathers shed their lives. They let their blood, they shed their blood for this nation. They suffered great pains, which is not appreciated. And even though till today, we are still in this journey. You are still in this journey, what's called freedom. The journey to be set free. But your fathers in that journey continue to hold unto God, because everything they have achieved, they achieved through the churches, through the house of the Lord. Together they gather, together they build, together they till the ground, together they farm, together they walk, together they build everything that they have, just as they build every inch of this country. The Lord is saying to you, did you not know that you and your forefathers suffered all this suffering because of the work of the devil? The devil corrupted your tribesmen, corrupted their tribesmen, and because of the work of the devil, they gave their life to the Satan in order for them to achieve their greed, to continue to exploit, to continue to increase themselves. They have forgotten that you are also a human being. But that was in the past. But now the Lord is saying to you that even though that you have not reached to that place, you haven't reached to the destination, for you to remember that His Spirit was upon your forefathers, they were upon your fathers at the time they were captured. His Spirit was upon them that some of them were able to escape and turn their captors to become captive themselves. God sacrificed and God gave them a land of their own. Those of them that made it into this land, God blessed. But even though you did not see that a blessing, because you see the pains and the suffering that they went through. But what the Lord has said is that He said that His Spirit was upon them. That is why that they were able to survive and endure all the suffering that they endured, and yet their spirit was not broken. If the Lord is not with them, the Lord says, if I was not with them, tell me, which